Hey guys, I recognize it's been a long time since I posted. I'm sorry about that. It's been a busy few weeks. I wanted to get this out as quickly as I could. Back in June, I did a children's camp. I do it every year. It's through Mount Lebanon Percussion Academy, which is where one of the places where I teach. And those of you who know me, or those of you who already study with me, certainly know about this. Um, we have roughly 35 to 40 campers every year, and we do three different tracks. We have Brazilian drumming, drum set, and concert percussion, which I teach the concert percussion track. And it's open for kids from fourth grade up to kids that have finished seventh grade. We have a full staff there, and we get a bunch of our students, of the staff students, to come in and act as TAs for us. And so this year, we were able to do it. We had to cancel it last year due to COVID, so it was great to be able to do it again. And I thought I'd share it with y'all. So you're going to see some of the performances. And I'll be back to talk about each performance so you know what's going on. Stay tuned. So anybody who wants to participate is eligible to be in this camp. Whether or not you've ever played a lick of percussion in your life, whether or not you've ever played mallets or drum set, it's irrelevant. It's for everybody. We actually had one or two kids in the camp this year who'd never played percussion ever, never played a note of music. And they had a great time and they crushed it. So my track is the concert track. So the first thing you're going to see is we break the kids in the first day of camp. We break the kids into groups, trying as best we can to kind of discern their ability level. So we had a red group and a green group, and then the blue group, which was made up of primarily the oldest kids in the group, mostly, with some exceptions. So the first thing you're going to see is I did the same piece of music with both the red and green group. So when it came time for performances, we went ahead and put them together all on one stage, and it is the music from Pirates of the Caribbean. So enjoy. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. So this camp is 2 weeks. It's Monday through Thursday from basically 9 a.m. until 12:30 p.m. every day. And they spend roughly 30 minutes in a class each morning, and then they rotate through the classes. And then sometimes there'll be performances by either the staff or some of the students, some sort of special things. We'll do trivia with the kids. We have prizes for them from some of my sponsors and some of the other staff sponsors. So when we got into week 2 this particular year, The green group had been doing so well with the Pirates of the Caribbean song that I had asked them, do you want to try and learn a second song? And so they picked Jurassic Park. So we did a short little selection from the main theme from Jurassic Park. So hope you enjoy it. Here it is. For the blue group, the final group for the concert track, I was able to do something a little more challenging, actually a lot more challenging. One of my favorite video game songs. I arranged the music from the Me channel, from Nintendo Me channel. So the kids really enjoyed this one and nailed it out of the park. So here we go. just like to remind everybody here that all of these performances were done with literally only a matter of a few hours of total rehearsal over 8 days. So pretty impressive that they were able to pull it off. The next thing we have is the marching track. So in the past, we've done 2 marching groups, like one for the older kids and one for the younger kids. But because of COVID and just room capacity restrictions, we kind of needed to put everybody together in the big auditorium. We couldn't have too many kids at once in the smaller rooms. So we decided to just do the entire marching track and kind of teach by rote, and everyone participated. So you'll see a very large group playing on the marching percussion instruments, and they did a really good job. A little different than we've done it in years past. I would also like to note that, the 2 other tracks, because of COVID this year, we didn't get to do performances. I would love to have had those. Mr. Das, Shuba Das, a good friend and coworker I've worked with for a long time. He does the Brazilian group, and he's actually studied in Brazil. Amazing, amazing player, and the kids were doing great things. We just did not have the opportunity because all the equipment was in another room, and logistically to get them there in time to perform for the parents to move all that equipment was an untenable situation. And the same thing with the drum sets. We had 8 or 9 drum sets set up in a completely different room, and there's just no time to move it from one place to the other. And again, due to COVID restrictions, we couldn't have all those people clustered into one room in a smaller room for the performance. So we just had to forego the performances of those tracks for this year. But if this is something that interests you, totally worth doing, and I'll talk about it a little bit on the end. Enjoy the marching percussion.
Keep your eyes on the block.
Pretty cool, right? So if you're on the younger side, if you're finishing 4th through 7th grade this year, then, and you're in the Mount Lebanon, basically greater Pittsburgh area, and you'd like to have more information, you can always go to the Mount Lebanon Percussion website, mtlpercussion.com, and you can find more information, and maybe we'll see you at camp next year. Hope you enjoyed. And of course, if you're ever interested in perhaps studying with me, I will paste my information in the description below, and you can reach out to me and we can perhaps start something, either virtual lessons or in person if you're in the area. I will see you next time, and I'll be back hopefully much sooner with more content for you. Peace.